Hey guys, welcome to Starting Out Solitary. I'm your Thursday host Michelle, and this week's topic is Atheism and Witchcraft. This week's topic is a question from a viewer regarding atheism and practicing witchcraft. And the viewer's question was, as an atheist witch, there comes a time when my rational scientific side wages war with my witchy side. I do spells, and sometimes after I question if I want to keep doing them. I love to do them though, and it makes me happy being a witch. My question is, what does one do when they are at battle with two parts of their brain? Should I keep doing spells since it makes me happy, or should I just give in to my rational side? Well, in short, if it makes you happy, keep doing it. Tell your rational side to take a seat, and let your creative, witchy side out and enjoy it. That's my short answer. My long answer is, there's been a long-standing debate between being atheist and practicing the craft, which I don't really understand, because you can practice witchcraft and not be any type of religion or of any spiritual practice. You know, in my opinion, your spiritual beliefs or your lack thereof really has no bearing on whether or not you can practice witchcraft or not. Because the way I look at it is, and I'll quote Albert Einstein, of course, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. So, we all know from science class, hopefully, that everything is energy. Everything is made up of energy. From me and my physical body, to my furniture, my car, my home. Everything is made of energy. Even thoughts are made of energy. Thoughts have been measured and are energy. Thoughts can change things. They can change your outlook. They can change how you feel, the way you respond. They can change a lot of things, the way you think. If you think predominantly negative, you're going to have a very miserable life. You know, bad things might always seem to happen to you. But if you're an upbeat, positive, you know, the glass is half full type of person, you know, when things happen, you kind of brush them off and don't really notice. You know, you're happy, you're content. You know how it is. Your thoughts, you know, decipher what kind of person you are, or your personality, your, you know, your disposition. So if everything is energy, and I mean everything, you know, it's just proven, take any solid object and put it under a microscope and you will find moving particles of energy, you know, atoms, particles, whatever. Nothing is really solid. Nothing in this physical world is really what we think it is. And yes, I have some notes here because this is a lot of information. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be manipulated. It can be changed. That's what we do with spellwork. We direct and manipulate energy to create the change that we desire. What we perceive as our physical material world is really not physical or material at all. In fact, it is far from it. Of course, this has been proven time and time again by multiple Nobel Prize winning physicists as well as many other scientists around the world. Now I'm going to read you a little part of an article, which I'll link down below as well for the full article. This is just a little tiny part of it. Quantum physicists have discovered that physical atoms are made up of vortices of energy that are constantly spinning and vibrating, each one radiating its own unique energy signature. Therefore, we are really beings of energy and vibration, radiating our own unique energy signature. This is fact and is what quantum physics has shown us time and time again. We are much more than what we perceive ourselves to be. If you observe the composition of an atom with a microscope, you would see a small invisible tornado-like vortex with a number of infinitely small energy vortices called quarks and photons. These are what make up the structure of an atom. As you focused in closer and closer on the structure of the atom, you would see nothing. You would observe a physical void. The atom has no physical structure. We have no physical structure. Physical things really don't have any physical structure at all. Atoms are made out of invisible energy, not solid, tangible matter. And yes, even our thoughts are energy. So if thoughts are energy, when we are meditating or visualizing our intent, we are quite literally putting things into motion to actually manifest in the physical, mundane world. This is why magic has been proven to work time and time again. So therefore, your spiritual beliefs, religion, in my opinion, really don't have a bearing on whether or not you can practice witchcraft. So if you're atheist and want to practice the craft, I don't see a problem with it, nor do I see why your rational side would keep trying to wage war with your, creative witchy side. Tell that rational side what's up. Tell them the facts, what's been proven time and time again. We're all energy. Everything is energy. And that's what spellwork is. We use different things in the craft, like, herbs, crystals, candles. We put things in jars and bottles and, all sorts of stuff. Those are things that we use to help direct our intent and our focus and our energy. That's why certain herbs all have different magical properties, because they carry those vibrations and the essence of those different correspondences. That's why we use color a lot in magic, because those colors spark certain feelings or thoughts in us that may help us with the particular spell we're working on at that time. Like if I wanted to manifest money, I would use green, because green makes me think of money. Green is, the vibration of money, that sort of thing. That's why we use these kind of tools in the craft to help us, focus and direct our intent to manifest and create change, the change that we're desiring in our particular spell. In my personal practice, I don't use a certain, I'm not any certain religion. I came from a very atheist household. I don't use deity in my practice. I have very few times, only ones I feel connected to, and only the certain few that I felt had that vibration or that energy that I needed at the time for that certain working. But for the most part, the energy that I draw from is not only the energy of the different correspondences of the tools I'm using, but the energy of the universe, the energy of the cosmos, the sun, the moon, the stars, all the different planets, all the different solar systems. I mean, it's endless. So, and we all know the universe is full of, that dark matter. But that dark matter is still energy. Just like, like I said a minute ago, atoms don't have a physical structure. They're void. When you get deep down in them, there's a void. And what is space? Most of space is a void, but it's still energy. There's still energy to be drawn from the universe and from the cosmos. And this is what I use in my practice. I, of course, not only use my own physical energy, but I draw mainly from the universe, the cosmos, and, energy from the sun and the moon and earth. Drawing up energy from the earth. So, like I said, in my opinion, your spiritual beliefs or lack thereof shouldn't really have a bearing on whether or not you practice the craft. Some atheists can't get past the whole, I guess the terms and words used, and they call it like, woo-woo hocus pocus shit, and it's really not. Actually, spellwork is just another way of manifesting. And if you know what the law of attraction is, then you understand my point here. there are people who don't practice the witchcraft. There are people who are devout Christians and they still practice law of attraction work, you know, where they focus on their goals and they focus on things that they want in their lives, and, you know, they sit and visualize it and focus on it, and it's kind of the same thing. So really it's just, you know, the practice of manipulating the energy that's all around us and everywhere, instead of just leaving it to happenstance and just leaving it up to the universe or perhaps someone else's intent. Why not, you know, play an active role in your life and direct the energy the way you want it to be directed, and manipulate that energy the way you want it, so the outcomes in your life are the way you want them, and they don't just happen to you, or happen because of your subconscious thoughts or your subconscious, you know, the way your brain has been trained to think. So yeah, that's my long explanation. So in other words, if it makes you happy, keep doing it, and everything is energy, and that's what we're manipulating in spell work. So to me, it's a very logical process. It's a proven process. You know, when I first started in the craft, I still had that, yeah, this is bullshit thought in the back of my mind. You know, so the first time the spell worked, I thought, alright, coincidence. The second time, I'm like, okay, maybe. And then there was a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and so on. And every time something worked out as a result of a spell, it solidified my belief more and more in the fact that magic works. So, I know there's going to be people out there that don't agree with me, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's just, these are just my opinions. But if you do have something to add, please do it in a respectful manner. You know, I know some people get passionate about their opinions and their views, and, you know, you might get all revved up about some things, but hey, let's be respectful to one another. There's no need to get all, you know, crazy about this stuff. It's just a discussion. Anyways, I'm going to put a couple links down below in reference to some of the stuff I talked about earlier, and you know, how your thoughts, feelings, and intentions really do create change, and it can, you know, it's been proven, and I'll put a couple more links down below regarding some videos on that topic. So anyways, I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you guys are having a great week. Blessed be.